The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, this is TVWAN News. I'm Carol Kidu Jr. In this edition, Kimbe Port rehabilitation contract signed, Treasurer questioned on disbursement of funds, and Digital PNG renews sponsorship to PNG NRL teams. The Kimbe Port Rehabilitation Project contract was signed today by the PNG Ports Corporation Limited and contractor Global Constructions Limited in Port Moresby. The project is valued at approximately 80 million kina and is being financed by the Australian government to help deliver critical infrastructure upgrades to enhance Kimbe Port's safety, functionality and resilience to climate and disaster risks.
This is the first of the 5 ports earmarked to be rehabilitated under the Australian Infrastructure Financing Facility for the Pacific. Earlier this year, a contract for the marine component between PNG Ports Corporation Limited and Pacific Marine Group was signed.
Global Construction also is not a newcomer to the scene. It has been involved in constructing many game-changing infrastructure projects, particularly in NCTC and, of course, other parts of our country. This project will give Global Construction another opportunity to showcase the kind of expertise that it has.
Minister Duma, in support of the project in Kimbe, said, "This project is a very important project because Kimbe is the commercial center for New Guinea Islands, where a lot of agriculture activities, forestry, and fisheries is taking place."
The upgrade at Kimbe Port is particularly important as it is our third largest port after Lae and Marikea, and its development is critical to the growth of the New Guinea Islands region. Last year, Kimbe recorded a total of 252 vessel calls with a throughput of over 450,000 revenue tonnes. Much of this is attributed to the trade of crude oil palm and agricultural commodities such as cocoa, copra and logging.
On behalf of the PNG Ports Corporation, Chairman Harvey Nee thanked both the PNG government and the Australian government for the trust they had placed on them to deliver such a high-profile project.
As my CEO has mentioned, we embarked on this journey with the Australian government in 2021 to upgrade and refurbish 5 priority ports, and they Kimbe, Kavieng, Daru, Oro Bay, and Lae. Today, we are honored to have His Excellency Mr. Ewan MacDonald and his staff witness the signing, showing and shared commitment to deliver the Kimbe Port Upgrade project on time, on budget, and to the highest standards.
The awarding of the approximately 80 million kina contract to a local Papua New Guinea civil construction firm demonstrates the government's commitment to providing access to employment and skills development opportunities for Papua New Guineans. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
A young man from Obo in the Middlefly district of Western Province is being detained in Tanamera, Irian Jaya, after a failed attempt to smuggle drugs across the border. The Indonesian Special Forces apprehended the man on Thursday, 23rd May, while manning the border of Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. Northfly Acting Police Commander Inspector Anjab Minata confirmed the arrest and identified the suspect as 30-year-old Aiden Diro. He was caught carrying 1 kilogram of drugs at the time of his arrest. In Kairuku District, hope has been restored for hundreds of families as much-needed medical supplies arrived at the Inouye Health Center in Mikeo. After months of operating without essential drugs, the clinic is once again able to serve its patients. It's a new day at Inouye Health Center in the heart of Mikeo. After long months of critical drug shortages, the clinic has finally received a lifeline. This weekend, Energy Minister and member for Kairuku, Peter Isoaimo, personally delivered life-saving medicines. The first delivery under a Kairuku District Development Authority resolution aimed at restocking health facilities across the district.
This is the first delivery of medication. We give it to Inouye Health Center. We'll be doing the same for all other health centers in Kairuku electorate. So as the chairman of TDA board, it is pleasing to be doing community service in the issuance of medication to ensure lives are restored, people are healed through medication and healthcare.
The gesture couldn't have come at a better time. Health workers had been operating under immense pressure, offering limited services due to lack of supplies.
To the nearest for people to get service, and we are really happy because for these last 2 months we couldn't afford to give our quality service because we have short of drugs. So we only gave what we can do. For this, I am really grateful, and I thank God for him, that he may continue to be our true leader to serve, keep on helping us in the Kairuku Central Province. Let's all put our hands together.
As the supplies are unpacked and shelves are restocked, the mood is hopeful. For many in this remote community, medicine means more than just treatment, it means survival. This delivery is more than just boxes of medicine. It's a sign that their cries are being heard and answered. Minister Isoaimo said the community need healthy people to serve their wards, districts and country. Community service and health is a top priority. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWAN News. For the first time in the Rigo Coastal local level government, a female is running for the LLG president's seat. Mosi Taugao is up against 14 other male candidates. Mosi believes while it is time a woman takes charge, she equally respects her male counterparts and thinks working together is the way forward.
Mosi Taugao, the only female candidate for the Rigo Coastal local level government presidential seat, hails from Gabagaba village and believes in a better future for her people. For years, males have occupied the Rigo Coast presidential seat, and Mosi believes now is the time for change.
I am the first female candidate contesting this seat in the Rigo Coast LLG president seat. So, it's about time women rise, and, we have to be there. We have to take leadership roles, and it must start now.
Mosi is currently the chairlady of her husband's clan, Diho clan, in Gabagaba village, and does a lot of charity and community work in this capacity. She believes if she can manage her home and a clan, why not give it a try?
It was in my heart, long time, all these years. It was in my heart because I've seen my people's hardships and struggles. Because I'm a lady who travels up and down the highway to my village, nearly every day. And I've seen it with my own eyes.
Her focus areas are better education, better health services, law and order, infrastructure maintenance, agriculture and farming, equal opportunities for all, and a focus on unfortunate mothers, widows, youths, and the unemployed.
I've seen my people's hard struggles. along the highway. They keep fetching water, carrying these yellow containers, fetching water, because their water is not piped along the LLG villages. And I see children walking along the highway to school and back to their villages. These are the things that really touch my heart, that, all these years, we should, have better services, better health services, because some aid posts, nearly, most of the villages there, they don't have the aid posts, they're run down, there's no medical officer there.
She emphasized on working in collaboration with her male counterparts to bring out the best for the people.
I wouldn't make any empty promises now. I hope for the better. For the male candidates, I'd rather work together with them or collaborate with them in this election and the campaigns. There's no barrier there. There's no barrier. We all work together in this election. We all campaign together. And we don't have any enemies, We all work together for the better of, for our people, So our people can see us and, they will see that because no man is an island. We will work together in unity, all the candidates.
With 26 wards along Rigo Coast, Mosi starts her campaign trail this week Thursday, starting off at Kiapara, Alukuni and Karawa villages and finishing it off at her home village of Gabagaba. Jasmine Erojak, TVWAN News.
ACT Now and Jubilee Australia Research Centre are urging the UN Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination to act on human rights violations in PNG arising from illegal logging. The organizations have filed a formal request to the committee to consider taking action at its next meeting in August. Bismarck Ramu Group has also endorsed the action. ACT Now campaign manager Eddie Tanago stressed to the UN that there is pervasive, ongoing and irreparable harm to customary resource owners whose forests are being stolen by logging companies. Tanago is hopeful their pleas will reach UN's attention and is seen by the international community. In Simbu Province, a powerful grassroots movement is transforming the rural economy, one organic crop at a time. Led by Mercy Works PNG and inspired by Sister Mariana Kolkia, the initiative is empowering locals to take charge of their well-being by turning homegrown produce into sustainable business products. In Simbu, a quiet revolution is underway. It's not driven by politics or policy, but by people power. A quiet but powerful movement transforming the rural economy in Simbu Province through the initiative taking ownership of their own well-being through people's power, led by a Catholic nun, Sister Mariana Kolkia.
To at least make a difference in the lives of my people living in a displaced community. There's a lot of social disorder and social breakdown, and there's a lot of social related problems. And so I feel that since I'm given the opportunity, this is the time that with the help of the Sisters of Mercy within Mercy Works, it's a privilege. So we would like to invite people to participate, to actually see a different, have a different set of mindset, or see things differently or think differently.
Through the leadership of Sister Mariana Kolkia and Mercy Works, communities in the Kerawagi and Kundiawa-Gembok districts are growing more than crops. They are growing self-reliance. The focus is on organic starch flour processing, a value-added product derived from locally grown crops like cassava and taro.
Product dan diproduksi belum nekande LG. So enta solban belum production inside belum nekande LG belum belum nekande Ausman.
Samples of the final product are now being tested at the University of Papua New Guinea's School of Natural Resources. If approved, these Simbu-made products could soon hit the national and even international markets. 11 stakeholder groups are now in the process of registering SMEs with support from the Simbu Provincial Administration. Backed by the Division of Commerce, Tourism and Culture, this partnership aims to turn rural enterprise into a provincial success story. For Sister Mariana Kolkia, the greatest reward is seeing the people's dedication. From raw roots to ready-to-sell products, Mercy Works is planting seeds of hope and harvesting dignity across Simbu. Empowerment isn't just about what's given, it's about what's grown. And in Simbu, it's the people who are doing the growing. This is TVWAN News. After the break, we bring you stories from today's Parliament session. Stay tuned.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic Kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Our journey starts with you. We'll be there from the start, right through to your life's adventures. We'll ensure comfort and make your safety our priority. We'll take you to memorable moments, no matter where it begins. And we'll get you there like we've always done. The 4th generation coaster bus, more than just a bus.
Johnston, Johnston with some room to move. Alex Johnston, he kicks it again. This should be a try. Alex Johnston's in.
It's an unstoppable rush. Taking that extra mile, pushing beyond the limit and making it happen. Fueling the passion for rugby and empowering the next generation. Feel the power.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. One Top Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
There's no courage without fear. And no victory without sacrifice. Through all the chaos and bedlam, there's a bond that binds each state together. The last breath. The last tackle. The last inch. The last second can deliver the impossible.
Welcome back. Minister for Treasury Ian Ling Stuckey was bombarded with questions in Parliament today to explain the delay in funding to provinces and districts. The question was raised by the Deputy Leader of the Opposition, James Nomane, during question time, querying the shutting down of the Simbu provincial government due to a lack of funds.
Nomane's question specifically highlighted the closure of the Simbu provincial government office due to lack of financial resources and asked if there were sufficient funds to keep the country going.
I would stress that and give a high-level response. Whilst we're waiting for more funds to be released, there appears to be sufficient funds, Mr. Speaker, still held out in the provinces. For example, our provincial government operating accounts, the high-level number is, as of 31st of April, we have 1.3 billion kina held in our accounts, and I'm happy to detail the breakups of those in our FBO statement.
Lingstaki, when responding, explained that the delays stemmed from a combination of administrative challenges and unforeseen budgetary constraints. He acknowledged the need for timely funding to support provincial governance and public services, particularly in light of difficulties faced by the Simbu provincial government.
These funds, if they are to be utilized for operational purposes, that would constitute a misappropriation of funds on the parts of those who are expending those funds.
However, his response was vague and prompted the provincial member for East Sepik, Alan Bird, to raise a supplementary question.
I confirmed that I would, given that opportunity when I table the FBO statement, I would detail that data. But just giving me a few minutes to go through it, in relation to East Sepik, provincial government, we issued warrants for 10.7 million kina, which represents 16% of your budget. I know the timeline's 39%, but we're trying to get monies out to you as we had discussed, so you should keep working.
The Treasurer, however, assured members that the Treasury is actively working to resolve these issues and expedite the release of funds to the affected provinces. He emphasized the government's commitment to ensuring local administrations have the resources to function effectively and serve their communities. Stuckey also noted that ongoing discussions with relevant stakeholders are being held to prevent such delays in the future. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
Minister for Police Peter Syamalili Jr. confirmed in Parliament this afternoon that 14 police squads have been deployed to Western Province to investigate the recent kidnapping of people there. His statement came in response to inquiries from the member for Northfly, James Donald, who sought updates about the situation and the government's response to recent criminal activities in the region. Minister Syamalili, in response, emphasized the importance of thorough investigations to ensure the safety and security of the community. He also pointed out the importance of collaboration between local authorities and police to gather intelligence and apprehend those responsible for the kidnappings. The National Capital District Provincial Health Authority and World Vision PNG have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to support and strengthen the delivery of critical health services, particularly under the tuberculosis or TB and HIV and AIDS programs. As a principal recipient of Global Fund resources, World Vision PNG has committed to supporting targeted activities under the TB and HIV and AIDS program for 2 years. This collaboration will enhance the effectiveness of ongoing public health efforts and improve healthcare delivery in the nation's capital. Member for Nipa Kutubu and Minister for Defence Dr. Billy Joseph has called on public servants in Southern Highlands Province to realign their priorities and actively support the provincial government's coffee seedling distribution initiative. Dr. Billy made this call during the launch of the coffee seedling distribution in Mendi Town recently.
When speaking during the launch of the coffee seedling distribution in Mendi Town last week, Member for Nipa Kutubu and Minister for Defence Dr. Billy Joseph emphasized the importance of cash crops like coffee for the economic development of the region and urged public servants to collaborate with local farmers and agricultural teams. He highlighted that the successful distribution of coffee seedlings is crucial for revitalizing the coffee sector, boosting livelihoods, and enhancing the province's agricultural productivity.
Governor na member politicians and work member pronouncing policies, na finding partners, na putting money go inside. All public servants, money go pass long agriculture, long province, now the district, you must full-time committed to this work. Tell me full-time commit, and this program was successful.
The minister further encouraged a unified approach among public servants, stressing that their support is vital to ensure that farmers receive the necessary resources and training to maximize the potential of coffee farming. By aligning efforts with the provincial government's agenda, Dr. Billy believes that they can significantly contribute to the economic growth and sustainability of Southern Highlands Province. He concluded by affirming the government's commitment to supporting farmers and transforming coffee cultivation into a more profitable enterprise for all involved.
But it is a shared responsibility. You know, governor and member by bribing you, planting coffee all the time. You blow over the Manmiri or Southern Highlands must take responsibility. You must think about maybe you make him you yet here. You know me, or you know governor, or you know provincial administrator outside. You are doing it for yourself. Your family blue you, not clan, not tribe blue you. Tell me, believe yourself now you hard work, and this program was successful. Tell me. Team was a time member by giving you money or governor by giving you money or working this for something, and this lab I failed.
The Southern Highlands provincial government has invested 5 million kina in this project. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Meantime, provincial member for Southern Highlands William Poe stressed the importance of venturing into coffee farming. He said with coffee, people can't go wrong as it has the potential to sustain them economically for years.
There's nothing better than empowering all people to take destiny. Look anda belum governor, look anda belum member, and depend on man on good la. You must depend on something and by put him, sustain him you lo pocket play you. The building structures you building longen, road structures you building longen, classroom na kain something by no na look at him you. Empowering people play you lo financial destiny is the most important something. Me think also you can lose him legacy behind. One kind society by me blow resign na finish lo member na go stop. Not a society by depend lo member of parliament for this and that. I think we need to look after coffee so that coffee can look at him family play you.
Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs Soroy Yoe has provided clarification on the 3-month campaign period for local level government elections. This clarification came in response to a supplementary question from former Prime Minister and member for Yelibu Pangia, Peter O'Neill, on the extended campaign timeline. Minister Yoe explained that the prolonged campaign period is designed to promote transparency and accountability in the electoral process. He emphasized the importance of allowing candidates sufficient time to engage with their communities, outline their visions, and address their constituents' concerns. US says this approach will enhance voter education and participation for more informed electoral choices.
This election is now going over for over 3 months, Mr. Speaker. When we all know that the council elections relate to individual votes in the villages and nearby hamlets that are surrounding that particular ward. Can the minister say why does he has to conduct these elections for over 3 months? Why do we have to allow people to run around with posters for 3 months in the same village that they live in and work and survive every day? Mr. Speaker, for the minister's information, it has now become like a national elections where candidates are running around with big posters and running around with policies, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, we are fully aware of the fact that 3 months is a long period of time, but it's also provide for preparation on the ground in terms of electoral commission to get its officers on the ground, including preparing election materials and other resource allocations. And that has been a reason why, unfortunately, 3 months have been allowed so that.
And now for the finance news. The Kina closed lower at $0.244 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our Kina was buying $0.2365 US, $0.3621 Australian dollars, $0.1997 euro, and 33.37 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold and crude oil closed lower, while all other commodities closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed the day unchanged, the ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
Tell him shorty come get it, come grind on me, but me did it. Mommy get loose, Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi,
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is strong like Superwoman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so
patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Caring. She works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like her love.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softland, fragrance of a mother's love.
You savvy to Olsem condom and one way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy? Tingim, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banisim you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
It's that time of year. The sun is out. Birds are singing.
And Court Cam is back in session.
It's a new season of the most stunning courtroom moments caught on camera.
If somebody had actually died in that fire, what's that? Felony murder. Your life is not on the line. Mine is.
You are flat blasted wrong.
I'll just see you in court. Ooh.
Court Cam.
Thanks for staying with us. The protection of Papua New Guinea's rich cultural identity has taken center stage this week. A workshop is underway in Port Moresby as key stakeholders gather to validate the Pass-in Place Policy 2025 to 2035. The policy, set to guide cultural preservation for the next decade, is under review with discussions by national and provincial representatives. Spearheaded by the National Cultural Commission, the Pass-in Place Policy 2025 to 2035 is undergoing final validation by various cultural, government and community stakeholders.
Copyright and Neighboring Rights Act came into effect in 2000. He felt the urge to look at the provision in there under folklore and develop something for traditional knowledge that will also help Olain Place, the knowledge holders of the customs and traditions that we enjoy today, that we continue to take pride in. Those are the people that we need to continue to assist them maintain their cultures at home, Nalo, in modern context in Port Moresby, in urban centers, the contemporary aspects of culture. So that concern was brought to the late Dr. Siemens' attention to look into this policy and put effort into creating a legislation, which resulted in the bill that was acknowledged by Professor Leo Marai.
The workshop began on May 27th and runs through to May 30th. The first 2 days will focus on stakeholders from the National Capital District and Central Province, while the final 2 days will bring in representatives from other provinces who will be meeting at Tuava outside Port Moresby.
Basically to gauge their views on the policy that we have developed and plus the standard in relation to any infringements to Pass-in Place. It is evident that we have a lot of issues on misuse, exploitation, and inappropriate commercialization of our people's traditional knowledge. With this bill now in place, it will provide an umbrella to protect our artists, our musicians, on issues pertaining to copyright and intellectual property rights.
Key objectives of the workshop include awareness of the Draft Protection of Pass-in Place Act, validation of policy statements across 4 major cultural outcomes, setting national standards for policy implementation, and outlining actionable programs under the implementation plan. With the Pass-in Place Bill first drafted in 2010, this 2025 to 2035 framework is seen as a timely and essential step in strengthening the nation's commitment to safeguarding its cultural heritage. The validation workshop concludes this Friday, May 30th, with hopes that a united and robust Pass-in Place policy will soon become law. ushering in a new era of cultural pride and protection. Far-right nationalist Israelis have marched through Jerusalem's Old City, chanting racist slogans and harassing Palestinians as part of the yearly Dance of the Flags on Jerusalem Day.
Thousands have poured through Damascus Gate in Jerusalem's Old City. This is the gate which cuts right through the heart of the Holy City's Muslim quarter. And there is a very clear reason why this is the chosen path for these far-right Israeli nationalists. They are commemorating the day back in the 1967 war when the Old City and East Jerusalem were captured by Israeli forces. These people believe that this is their territory. It is not something widely recognised around the world, and it is deliberately provocative for the Palestinians who live behind the city's walls and in East Jerusalem beyond. In the hours before the march arrived in the Old City, hundreds of nationalist teenagers tore through its narrow, winding streets, chanting racist and inflammatory slogans, including "Death to Arabs." One could be seen trying to light a small copy of the Muslim holy text, the Quran, on fire, while others harassed a number of Palestinian women, surrounding and spitting on them and making animal noises. A lot of shop owners in this part of the city closed their doors early to avoid being harassed and attacked.
Everyone is very stressed and angry about this situation because it's not a comfortable situation and everyone is getting ready.
I came, everyone spat on me. Why? I do not know. I did nothing. It's not okay what they did.
Some of the groups were not too keen on being filmed as they moved through the Old City, taking issue with members of the media recording their behaviour. Some peace activists were also in the area, trying to calm the situation down, handing out flowers to locals.
Jerusalem is for all of us, for humanity. That's the symbol that Jerusalem stands for the universe.
Both Israelis and Palestinians see this city as integral to who they are, their identities, and the status and the disputes over Jerusalem are one of the most difficult issues when it comes to talking about a two-state solution in this part of the world. These Israelis want the Palestinian population to be cleared out.
The people of Israel not afraid of a long route. It will happen sometime.
The march ends at the Western Wall underneath the Temple Mount, an area reserved solely for Muslim worship. Although earlier in the day, Israel's far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir once again visited the area to demand that change. While this is a particularly provocative day, Palestinians believe it is indicative of the broader treatment they experience at the hands of some Israelis in more subtle ways each and every day. And as the war in Gaza continues, it is also an example of the yawning gulf which exists between Israelis and Palestinians in trying to live side by side in this part of the world.
One of Australia's first community-owned wind farms plans to expand its production to meet growing demand. Hundreds of community-led projects have been developed as part of a growing national trend.
On the state's south coast, 2 turbines generating kilowatts of power. The community-owned Denmark wind farm is one of the first of its kind in Australia.
For us, it was climate change and the desire to actually model and scale up renewable energy, not just at the household level.
10 years ago, these turbines produced more than half the town's power. But as the population has increased, so has demand for electricity.
We have approval for 4 turbines there, so there's no reason why we couldn't produce much more than 100% of the town's energy.
But attempts to diversify the town's energy infrastructure have been stifled. The town missed out on federal funding in a recent bid.
We've investigated and made an application for support to get 5 large scale batteries embedded into the local network. So we should have got supported.
The WA government is investing more than $5.7 billion into the state's energy transition, while the federal government says it's installing 400 community batteries to support the energy transition. But there was no direct funding for community-led projects like the Denmark wind farm. Energy analysts say those programs are not going where they're needed.
Having the batteries is a good thing. What we really should be focused on is getting those batteries into regions. We don't really need it as much in the city straight away as we need it in the country straight away.
Despite the delays, many communities remain interested in generating their own energy.
125 groups across the country in every state and territory, and together they've delivered over 730 different projects. Communities are really keen to be on the front foot of this shift to renewable energy, to reduce their bills, to increase energy resilience, to bring local economic benefit.
A community solution to a global problem.
That ends the news segment. Coming up in sports, Digicel renews partnership with PNG RFL through a 6 million kina sponsorship, and State of Origin Game 1 set for tomorrow. I'll be back with those stories after these messages.
Hurry PNG and enter today to be considered for the 2025 Powerplay PNG Awards. Brought to you by ExxonMobil and the PNG LNG project, these awards recognize exceptional Papua New Guineans making significant contributions in the LNG and decarbonization industries. Could you be Papua New Guinea's next great power player? There's only one way to know. Enter now to find out.
We are the people, connected to our land and sea. Timeless and enduring, it has served past generations, sustains us today, and will support those of tomorrow. A testament to human ingenuity, it can be shaped into limitless forms. It reflects our humanity, strong yet vulnerable. It teaches us to endure challenges to fulfill our purpose. Past technologies inspire us to look inward for creativity and sustainable solutions for the future. It brings families together, fostering moments of connection over shared meals. Known and cherished worldwide, the clay pot is a universal symbol of life, resilience, and connection.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello Better Banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
There's no courage without fear. And no victory without sacrifice. Through all the chaos and bedlam, there's a bond that binds each state together. The last breath. The last tackle. The last inch. The last second can deliver the impossible.
Dad, I made some breakfast. Why don't you eat first before leaving for work?
Never mind. I'm full.
What's wrong? Because Tanggol is a painful reminder of what happened before.
It's no wonder that boy is a curse. Product of a crime.
Why don't we just tell Tanggol the truth about his real identity?
A notorious criminal has recently escaped from the Metropolitan Correctional Facility.
It's a new season with new beginnings and new hope, all for the same dream. It all starts now. The NRL Telstra Premiership. Let's go!
Welcome back. Digicel PNG has renewed its sponsorship to the PNG National Rugby League teams, the PNG Kumals and PNG Orchids, for a further 3 years, leading into the 2027 Rugby League World Cup. The announcement was made in Port Moresby today, marking an exciting journey for the PNG National Rugby League teams.
Digicel PNG's sponsorship of 6 million kina will be stressed across 3 years in a significant investment for the PNG National Rugby League teams. The investment will be equally distributed to the PNG Kumuls and Orchids to support them in preparing for the 2027 Rugby League World Cup. Both the Kumuls and the Orchids will get 1 million kina each year through to 2027. When reaffirming its sponsorship, Digicel Chief Executive Officer Tariq Bontif said, Digicel is proud to stand behind the National Rugby League teams, as it is not only an investment in rugby league, but also in the growth and development of the country.
We are proudly we announce the continuation of our sponsorship for both Kumuls and PNG's Orchids. But it is not just a renewal, it's a new big step forward. Yeah, we are providing now an equal sponsorship to both men's and women's nations team because we believe in equal opportunity, equal exposure and equal support for all athletes regardless of gender.
Digicel PNG Senior Vice President Lorna McPherson highlighted that Digicel is proud to support rugby league in PNG, not only for men but also for women, the PNG Orchids. McPherson added that this partnership provides an equal support for both national teams to be fairly represented with the growing interest in women's rugby league.
And we're also, as I said, and Tariq said, we're really proud that we're also supporting Orchids because they're breaking barriers, they're inspiring the next generation of women in sport. We will continue to invest in grassroots programmes, regional competitions and develop pathways that ensure every aspiring Kumul and every aspiring Orchid out there has a chance to shine. So in closing, just let me say one thing, Digicel is more than a sponsor. We're a partner in progress, we're a partner in pride, and we're a partner in the future of rugby league in Papua New Guinea. So let's go Kumuls and let's go Orchids and let's go Papua New Guinea, because that's what it's all about.
Since joining the PNG Rugby League as one of the major sponsors of the PNG National Rugby League teams, Digicel has been a major partner in the development of rugby league in the country. PNG Rugby Football League CEO Stanley Hondina acknowledged the long-standing partnership between PNG RFL and Digicel PNG in recent years, including its sponsorship of the National Rugby League competition.
Tariq and Lorna, we're so excited about this partnership and we're looking forward to working with you in continuing to not only support the rugby league as a sport, but using rugby league as a tool for development to help educate and develop our people in our community.
The support from Digicel is expected to elevate the performance of the National Rugby League teams in preparation for the 2027 Rugby League World Cup in Australia, where PNG is expected to host some games. Rex Lita, TVWAN Sports.
In preparation for this weekend's QRL Host Plus Cup Round 11 clash against the Northern Pride, the PNG Hunters have announced a slight adjustment to their lineup following the suspension of Elijah Roltinga. This has made way for Masisa Kai to be promoted from the bench to the starting 13.
Roltinga was placed on report in last week's loss to the Townsville Blackhawks for a careless high tackle. As a result of this suspension, Masisa Kai has been promoted from the bench to the starting 13, while late Tigers prop Emmanuel Anis will make his debut off the bench, replacing Zebedee Kip, who has been rested. During training today, Coach Aiton highlighted areas that need improvement following last week's loss, which included defensive lapses that contributed to the defeat. He emphasized that the competition is very tight, making it crucial for the team to stay focused and consistent, especially with 3 upcoming home games, as they are vital for the team to maintain their spot in the top 4.
Just remind them that, yes, we believe we're a top 4 team, but other teams see us as that as well, so they're going to prepare the same way. So it's a great competition, you know, it's pretty close competition, so pride's going to be no different. On their day, they can beat anyone. So.
Aiton stressed the importance of a strong start to the match, something the team failed to achieve against the Black Hawks, which resulted in excessive defense work during the first 20 minutes, ultimately taking a toll on the players.
We're looking forward for an extremely tough game. Got some debutants as well, some new boys in there, so they're looking forward for a good game as well. So no, we're treating it just like every other game, tough game.
The PNG Hunters are determined to put on a strong performance against the Northern Pride at 3 p.m. this Sunday at the National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. Susan Oreape, TVWAN Sports.
In the last Pacific mini-games in the Northern Marianas Islands in 2022, Team PNG finished first and will be out to defend its title at the Palau mini-games scheduled to be held from June 29th to July 9th, 2025. At a recent Team PNG bonding session, the athletes were challenged to train hard, stay focused, and embrace teamwork.
With 31 days to go before the Mini Pacific Games in Palau, Team PNG athletes were challenged to train hard, stay focused, and embrace unity in the team. This was the message from Chef de Mission Kinivanagi Karo at the team bonding session held in Port Moresby recently. He said for the team to come out on top, they must remain disciplined. Papua New Guinea will participate in 9 of the 12 sports at the mini games: softball, indoor volleyball, beach volleyball, weightlifting, and table tennis. He reminded athletes to be good ambassadors among the Pacific family, elaborating the need for athletes to follow the game's code of conduct. In backing the call by Chef de Mission, former PNG swimmer and paddler Zinnia Penny shared her experiences and encouraged athletes to perform beyond expectations.
Every one of you is here for a reason. You have earned this, you've trained for it, battled injuries, made sacrifices. But you know what the coolest part is? When you line up on the track, or the field, or court, or pool, you're not doing it alone. You carry the spirit of Team PNG with you. And Bond, let's remember, we are Team PNG, we are stronger together, we fight for each other, and we rise as one. So let's go out there and show the Pacific who we are. Let's do this, Team PNG.
With the countdown to Palau 2025 underway, the team bonding marked a meaningful step in ensuring Team PNG heads into competition united, motivated, and ready to make the nation proud. Susan Oreape, TVWAN Sports.
The State of Origin 2025 series opener at the Suncorp Stadium in one sleep away, but a lot can happen in the next 24 hours leading into the game, including changes in starting side and late players scratching due to injury. The New South Wales camp are rocked with injuries, and Queensland Maroons go in as underdogs with Cameron Munster back on deck.
The much-anticipated rugby league clash between New South Wales Blues and Queensland Maroons is set for tomorrow at the Brisbane's Suncorp Stadium, with some of the best rugby league players in the world representing their states. In the hunt for the series defense, the Blues assembled a formidable side, led by superstar halfback Nathan Cleary and Panthers co-captain Isaiah Yeo. But there has been an injury scare, with Blues centre Stephen Crichton failing to complete the training yesterday. Should Crichton fail to prove his fitness ahead of the game day, the 18th man, Campbell Graham, is likely to make his Blues debut in the centres. The Blues rampaging prop forward Payne has also been in doubt during the week, but has since been cleared to play. Although he has cleared to play, the Bronco has been going through light trainings under trainer's watch. While the Blues camp is dealing with injury concerns, Billy's latest Maroons are in full swing preparation in the hope to reclaim the Origin Shield from the Blues. The Maroons lost the series to Blues at the Suncorp Stadium last year, but without their main man in Cameron Munster and Tino Fa'asua Malawi. The duo is back on the fold, It will be exciting how the Maroons welcomes Blues at home. Both the Maroons and Blues have assembled quality teams for the first of the 3 State of Origin matches. Watch this match on TVWAN Sports 1.
And now for the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, partly cloudy with possible brief afternoon then evening showers. Alotau, occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Omase, Ley becoming cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, mostly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Buka, cloudy with frequent rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Kokopo and Rabaul, some showers then rain showers. Highlands, Mount Hagen, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Banks and Kundiawa, cloudy with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Oceans forecast. Coral Sea, seas rough with easterly to southeast winds of 25 to 33 knots. Solomon Sea, seas slight to moderate with easterly to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas slight with easterly to southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots with gusts over the southern sector. Pacific Ocean, seas smooth with easterly to southeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters, waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Kerma, to Yule Island, to Hood Point. Seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 3 meters along morning areas. Waters east of Hood Point to Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and Milimbe Islands, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3 meters. And waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity